What's going on, y'all? So let's jump into it. Jada Pinkett is on a world tour once again to tell us all of the things and all the business that we did not ask for. So she has done an interview with Today as well as People Magazine where she's talking about like two different subjects. One about her relationship with Will, one about Chris Rock. And it's so crazy to me because I've never seen someone who is not like putting advertising anything. Does she have a book that just came out? I think she might have released a book recently, but like Jada ain't done no movies. Hawthorne been off the air. She's not acting actively that I see. So I don't know why she's doing all of these interviews or feels the need to tell us so much. Like, what happened to the days of the stars being elusive and letting us wonder about their lives and things like that? Like, I feel like that is over. So she has the internet in the frenzy because today she told us that for the last 7 years that she has been separated from Will Smith, like literally separated, and that basically they both have been lying to us, pretending, which is we're going to talk about this in a minute because we're not really surprised. I'm not surprised, and I have several reasons why, but I don't know why she's giving us so many things again that we haven't asked for. We really haven't even asked about their relationship or even cared if they were separated. So again, it's just like, what are you trying to do? Why is it happening? Now, a few things. Number one, we know that Jada she don't love Will. I mean, you know how, okay, she loves him. She's not in love with him. We know who the love of her life is. Okay. She makes it very clear. Will knows it. She has been in love with Tupac since eternity. That is like her soulmate. And it's actually sad because, it's been 26, 27 years since Tupac has passed away. And it's like, dang, you really have the ability to be in love with someone that is no longer in your life, not even living, well past the relationship. She is still hung up on Tupac. Will Smith has made reference to that several times over these last couple decades. Like, that he knows that he was like, I don't want to say the other man because obviously they're married, but he knows he's not the chosen one. And who's to say if Tupac was alive that Jada would be with him? Probably not. But I think for her, she always has that question mark in her mind of like, damn, what could have possibly been? What would have maybe happened if we were together? Would he still be here? Would it be a different type of life? Because remember, they went to school in Baltimore in high school together. They have known each other almost their whole lives. Tupac, again, he's not here, but for her whole life, she knew him back in the day, back in the way back. So she's hung up on something that she will never have. And I think that it emanates in her life, and it's like she's got diarrhea of the mouth because she can't stop talking about Tupac. Tupac's dope. I love him. He's amazing. You know what I mean? He is a cultural icon, an excellent MC. He was a great actor, all of these things. Like, I feel like he would have been a prominent speaker if he was alive. Like, he was amazing. So I guess I get the infatuation, but I feel like it's sad because she has a husband who this has affected him, and he has been verbally vocal about it to the world. And she doesn't give a damn. She just posted a whole video of her dancing to Parents Just Don't Understand about 2 weeks ago. It's like, girl, read the room. But again, it makes sense if they have been separated. Now, remember the entanglement, y'all? That was like in 2000 that all came out. But that happened in the midst of them being separated. I think that she and August Alsina had their fling. It was like 2018, 2019. So, and then, they did that whole weird red table talk where Will was acting like he was kind of giving us like they were together, but he had maybe given her a little free pass to like mess around with this dude for a little bit, and she caught feelings a little more than she should have. But in reality, y'all wasn't even together. She's saying in this interview that They said they will never divorce, but they are living separate lives. But again, it all makes sense because she hasn't been seeing it for him. And I kind of feel sad for Will, because it's like you've been trapped in a marriage with a woman that you'll never have her heart truly. And I don't know if anybody really will, because I really do believe, I'm not even being funny, I think that she's still in love with Tupac, and like she can't get over what could have happened. And I really think that that has a lot to do with all of this. Maybe why she's never been emotionally available for Will Smith. Maybe it's been a situation where she wanted the family. She got her 2 kids, and it's like, okay, well, I kind of got what I needed and I wanted, but I never really was in love or saw it for you like that. Maybe that's what it is. When you start to think about things, it just makes sense. Their chemistry is giving brother, sister. It's giving friends. It's not giving like passion. And I've never really seen that between them. I've never seen passion. Even when they've been on red carpets in the past, it's always been like, oh, he cool. But I'm just saying, I think that if y'all are like, I feel like they're staying together because the public has, I kind of idolize them as a couple. Well, not anymore, because we looking at them sideways. We're looking at them like, what kind of weird ass relationship do y'all have? But I think up until maybe 3 years ago, they were idolized as a relationship, somewhat the way people do with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Side note, we have got to stop putting celebrity relationships on a pedestal, because what I realized, their relationships are no different from the everyday person's. And people only show you what they want you to see. And people be miserable as hell, but then they on Instagram, it's like, oh, I love him. Please don't believe the hype, y'all. Do not do what works for you. I really do that, and I believe that, and I implement that in my own relationship. Do what works for you, because people live in whole fraudulent lives in regular life and in their relationships outside of social media. So don't believe the hype. But yeah, we got to stop idolizing them. But I think that is why they have stayed together so long. Maybe for their children, but their children is Willow. How old is Willow? Willow might be 18, 19 at this point. Their children are adults, and so it's like I feel like they might end up getting divorced, or maybe it's cheaper to keep her. I don't know. Maybe it's just too complicated and convoluted to actually get divorced at this point. So they're like, whatever. It's not like I hate him. He cool and stuff. Like, he could do his thing. Maybe that's what works for both of them. But I think that they have stayed together for the look of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's more than just, oh, I'll never divorce him. We made a commitment. Nah, I think y'all have been worried about what people will think, and now you really need to stop worrying, because we don't really think highly of either one of you anymore. We'll hit Chris Rock in the face last year, and we were side-eyeing him. We kind of understood where it came from, but he ain't had to do Chris Rock like that. Speaking of Chris Rock, she did some type of interview with People Magazine where she said, in the midst of like them, saying that they were, maybe having issues or having problems, she said Chris Rock asked her on a date. Y'all think she told Will, and that's why Will went up and slapped him because he knew? What y'all think Will knew? It's making sense, because like Will doing him like that, it was more to it. It was more to it than like, oh, my wife has alopecia and you hurt her feelings. I think he feels a way, maybe because Chris thought that Will didn't know and Will knew, and Will has been sitting on ready, waiting to get at Chris Rock. So when he did that, I think that's why he slapped him. I think she probably told Will. But why are you telling us this? I think it's so inappropriate for you to tell us that. So it's one thing for you to tell us, okay, like, I've been separated. We are on the brink of divorce for the last 7 years, right? But why do you tell us about Chris Rock? Like, why is she telling us this? Like, take us out the group chat. You already know the beef that he has with your husband. We kind of got over that. That was a lot. And then for you to kind of, double back and to like spill that, it's just, I'm not a fan of people putting other people's business out there. Is it inappropriate for Chris Rock to try to take you on a date? Absolutely. Even if they were separated, Chris Rock, you know damn well everybody in the world knows that Will and Jada are together or whatever. I'm sure you have some type of relationship with him or man code, or just like, look, y'all are in the same industry. I'm sure you guys have, rubbed elbows a little bit on movie sets and things like that. So yes, it's definitely inappropriate if that is true. This is all alleged, according to Jada. But at the same token, people do shit all the time that's inappropriate. That don't mean you tell the world, like, it's not like Chris touched one of your kids or did, something crazy like that. Like him trying to take you on a date, we never should have knew about that, especially considering what happened last year at the Oscars. Like, I just don't, it's just, I want her, and I used to really love Jada, and I actually unfollowed her a couple of months ago because I was just like, I'm just tired of Jada. Like, I used to look so highly of her, and just really, she was so elegant and like poised, and I just thought so highly of her. But I do not feel that way about her anymore, and I feel like the consensus is like the same for everybody. We are definitely side-eyeing Jada like, girl, what are you doing? And it all started with that damn red table. It all started with that. She got a little taste of like how it feels to really get some clout on an everyday basis. You know what I mean? Like, people were or weekly basis. I forget how often she was dropping episodes. But I think she got a little taste of that. And then she started to like push the envelope and just like, okay, how far can I take this? How much can I tell? And then she just started telling everything. Then the kids started telling everything. Then they was saying they was doing mushrooms together. All throw the whole family away. And then Will started talking. I'm just like, where is this coming from? Why are y'all doing this? So yeah, I'm over it. They need to go on the sick and shut in list with Tyrese, Kanye, Krishan and Blueface. Who else is in there? Nicki Minaj's husband. Yeah. The Smiths need to go right up in that thing, because I can't take much more. So, but yeah, I just had to come and talk to you guys about this because, I mean, I'm not necessarily surprised that they're separated. I'm just surprised she's telling us. However, I am surprised about the little Chris Rock tea. So y'all drop in my comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, share. Show me some love. Thank you for all the support, you guys. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.